What if I told you SB19 just did something no Asian pop group has ever done at this level, and the industry noticed immediately? For years, Asian pop has been fighting for a seat at the global table. For years, idols were seen as products, not power players. And for years, labels controlled the money, the narrative, and the future. But in 2026, SB19 didn't just release music. They didn't just tour. They didn't just win awards. They hosted the 1Z Trade Launch 2026, alongside company partners and sponsors. And that changes everything. Section 1. Why this event is not just another launch. This wasn't a fan event. This wasn't a press con. This was an industry-level move. Let's get one thing straight. A trade launch is not designed for fans. It's designed for executives, investors, brands, partners, and decision-makers. This is where deals are positioned. Futures are negotiated. Long-term strategies are signaled. So when SB19 artists were at the center of the 1Z Trade Launch 2026, it sent a very clear message. They are not being managed by the system. They are the system. Most idol groups never see this room. SB19 didn't just enter it, they hosted it. Section 2. The unwritten rule SB19 just broke. There's an unspoken rule in Asian pop, and SB19 just shattered it. The rule is simple. Artists perform. Companies decide. Executives speak. Even at the peak of Kpop, idols are usually brand endorsers, not brand negotiators. Faces of campaigns, not architects of ecosystems. But SB19 is different because of one critical thing. They own 1Z Entertainment. That single fact flips the entire power dynamic. At the 1Z Trade Launch 2026, SB19 weren't representing a label. They weren't borrowing authority. They weren't being introduced. They were introducing the vision. That's not celebrity power. That's corporate power. Section 3. Why sponsors don't show up just for vibes. Sponsors don't invest in hype, they invest in structure. Brands don't show up to trade launches for clout. They show up because they see stability, scalability, long-term ROI. So when company partners and sponsors aligned with 1Z Trade Launch 2026, it confirmed something massive. SB19 is no longer a risky creative bet. They are a reliable business entity. That's a big deal in Asian pop, where groups disband suddenly. Contracts implode. Labels collapse overnight. Sponsors want longevity, not trends. And SB19 just positioned themselves as infrastructure. Section 4. Why this matters for Asian pop as a whole. This isn't just about SB19. This rewrites the ceiling for Asian pop. For decades, Asian pop has been boxed into two lanes. Creative excellence. Export potential. But rarely ownership. SB19's 1Z Trade Launch proves. Asian artists can build companies. Asian pop can control its own capital. Asian creatives don't need Western validation to scale globally. This isn't a genre moment. It's a business precedent. Section 5. The beat capital advantage. Here's the part most people missed. SB19 controls the beat and the balance sheet. In the global music industry, the real power is not charts. It's beat capital. Who controls production, distribution, IP, licensing, brand alignment. By anchoring 1Z as both a creative and trade-facing entity, SB19 has positioned themselves where music fuels business. Business protects music. That's how legacies are built. Section 6. Why Kpop companies are paying attention. If you think major labels aren't watching this, you're wrong. Kpop companies mastered training systems, visual branding, global rollout. But they also rely heavily on centralized corporate control, replaceable talent models. SB19's model challenges that directly. Because what happens when the artists are irreplaceable? The company is artist-owned. The brand survives beyond trends. You get resilience, not just popularity. That's dangerous to competitors. Section 7. The timing was not accidental. SB19 didn't do this early. They didn't do it late. They did it exactly on time. By 2026, SB19 already had global credibility, a mature fan base, proven touring power, chart authority. Launching a trade-facing initiative at this point tells partners, we're past the experiment stage. We're here for decades. Timing is strategy. And this was surgical. Section 8. Why this is bigger than awards. Awards expire. Companies compound. Trophies sit on shelves. Companies generate jobs, influence, cultural leverage. The 1Z Trade Launch 2026 signaled that SB19 is building a platform for future artists, a pipeline for Asian creatives, a sustainable ecosystem. That's how you move from icon to institution. Section 9. What this means for future Asian artists. Hook. SB19 just gave future Asian artists a blueprint. The message is loud. You don't have to lose control to go global. Leave Asia to succeed. Be owned to be famous. You can build locally. Scale strategically. Own your legacy. That's revolutionary. Final section. The real reason this matters. Hook. SB19 didn't ask for permission, and that's the point. The 1Z Trade Launch 2026 wasn't about flexing wealth. It was about claiming space. Space where Asian pop isn't secondary. Artists aren't disposable. Creativity and commerce coexist. SB19 didn't just level up. They moved the goalpost. And once that happens, the industry never goes back. If SB19 can do this, who's next? And if the future of Asian pop looks like this, are we finally watching artists take control of the industry they built? Like, subscribe, comment. Is SB19 redefining what it means to be an idol or a CEO?